Good morning, everyone. I'm Rene, and this is the Rene and Ralu Show. And today we are going to speak about the 3 deadly words that block the secret and the law of attraction and hypnosis from working. And before we get started, I'd like to introduce this young lady right here.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Ralu. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before we get going. Subscribe.
So the reason for this, what we're doing is something that's so important, not only for the Rainy and Ralu show with our self-help people that we normally speak to every weekday, but it's so important even with hypnosis that we're including and simulcasting onto all our YouTube channels, including the hypnosis site, because this is so important even for you folks. If you'd like to manifest anything with the law of attraction, with the secret, or hypnosis, you must avoid saying these 3 words because most people sabotage their own progress without even knowing that they're doing it. So with this information, you're going to be able to manifest with power using either hypnosis, the secret, or the law of attraction. Be able to use it to your benefit. So that's what we're talking about today. Woohoo! So welcome, everyone.
Welcome, everyone. Yes, Monday morning. Woo-hoo.
It's okay. We have our coffee.
We have our coffee and we're happy, right? Okay.
So when it comes to these 3 things, the secret,
Yep.
the law of attraction, and hypnosis,
Mhm.
why do we put all 3 in the same category? Because they are all dealing with the subconscious or the universal consciousness or whatever you want to call it. It's all the same thing because the law of attraction is the subconscious mind.
Yeah.
And one of the main features we constantly teach folks about is the feature of the subconscious mind is whatever you focus on, you're attracting immediately. So think of
Absolutely.
that. We have 64,000 thoughts a day. That's a lot of thoughts, but how many of them do you focus on for more than a few seconds? So those are thoughts coming all over the place, but you're attracting the positive ones and the negative ones. Okay. So when you say, I want this, it's coming. When you say, I don't want that, that's coming. I don't know if I'm worthy, that's coming. And that's kind of what we're talking about with these words that can hurt you. So, Ralu, why don't you go ahead and tell us what these words are? I'm trying to find them really quick. Ready?
So, what are the 3 magical words? I don't want. So, what does that mean? I don't want. And why are these so important if you want to achieve anything, health, wealth, relationships, money, whatever? I don't want, I do life coaching and I talk with some of my clients and I ask them, so tell me a little bit more about your goals. Tell me what is it that you want to achieve? The first thing, one of my last clients, the first thing that came into the popped out of his mouth was, I don't want to get a divorce. So I said, but I asked you, what do you want? Because the subconscious mind doesn't understand negative, and then you're going to get that. You're going to focus. He was so emotional about it. I don't want to get a divorce. He was so emotional about it. He was so frantic about it. I said that if you are going to keep talking that way, you're going to get a divorce. And let me explain to you why. The subconscious mind doesn't understand negative. Isn't that right, Rainey?
Yeah, and it will always attract what you focus on. So what are you focusing on when you say, I don't want a divorce?
Yeah.
You're focusing on divorce.
Yeah.
If you say, I don't want to be broke, what are you focusing on? If you take out the don't want, I want to be broke.
Yeah.
That's the focus, not the words, the focus.
The focus. Yeah.
I don't want to be sick. You're attracting sickness. So when people tell me, oh, I'm not attracting my own sickness, you can be by saying what you don't want. So it's very important. I don't want, eliminate that from your conversation. I mean, think of it. When you tell a child that's coming, walking to you and they have your best crystal, my styrofoam here, your best crystal glass filled to the brim, and they're walking over to you and you go, don't drop that. Boom. They drop it, don't you? Don't they, excuse me. Or If Raluca walks in the house and I'm in the corner wrapping a birthday present and I go, don't look, she looks right away because the focus is on look. It
Yeah.
doesn't understand the don't. So I don't want our deadly
Yeah.
to any kind of attraction. If you're using that, you're getting just the opposite. Okay, so remember the traits of the subconscious mind? There's a lot of them, but the biggest ones, it will always attract what you focus. It always, always, always. It's like an out of control genie. It cannot not do that. And it doesn't understand negative.
Negative.
So there's
Yeah.
a lot more, but those are the two biggest ones. So then, whenever I say this, Raluca always says, "What
What
do
do
you
you want?
what do you want?" Einstein, what do you want? Okay, so what do you want?
Yeah, when you say I don't want, it even has a negative vibration. But when you say what do you want? It says I'd like to have a great relationship. I like to have I don't know, this house. I like to have health and wealth. Then that's a different frequency, right? What do you want? It takes you away from the negativity of I don't want this and I don't want that. It's you focus on a positive now.
Exactly. And it's important. Your self talk is so important. Even when you're speaking to your children, you're telling your children,
Mhm.
you're trying to help them maybe with attraction, the law of attraction, or self hypnosis. Even they should only
Mhm.
focus on what they want. Okay. If they say, Mommy, I don't want this, I don't want that, they're
Mhm.
attracting that into their lives. You know, one of the key things about the subconscious mind, the purpose, I guess you could say, of the subconscious mind is to bring your life into alignment with your focus. Think of that. To bring
Mhm.
your life into alignment with your focus. You ever notice how you could just look at someone and by their life, by the way, by the things you see about them, you can tell pretty much how they're living. Someone who is miserable all the time, what kind of life does he seem to have? Someone who's happy all the time, what kind of life do they seem to have? Because you always attract what you focus on. So they might want good things, but the way they're focusing, because let's say, let's face it, when you're negative, you're always saying, I don't want this, I don't want that, I don't want this. The old cups half full and half empty.
Yeah, yeah.
So you
I
always
like that.
say what you don't want, and that's exactly what you're going to get. Sometimes people say, "What is this?" It's like a cycle. I can't get out of this cycle.
I can't get out of the cycle. I don't want this and that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Relationships. Are you always in a bad relationship?
Mhm.
I just can't find the right person. I
Mhm.
just can't. I don't want all this negativity. I don't want the abuse. I don't want a bad boy. Okay, so now you're going out looking, and you get a bad boy. No
Yeah.
offense to bad boys, okay, because you can be bad boys.
Yeah, that's what you want.
So the words to get rid of is I
I
don't
don't
want.
want.
Those are the worst ones. And
Mhm.
that's pretty much what we have for you today, folks.
Yeah.
And before we go, I wanted to thank everyone for coming. And I just want to let you all know that this is our morning show, okay? Because for those that are on hypnosis, you're probably not aware of this. Every Monday through Friday, Ralu and I do a morning show at 9 a.m., and it's on self help, mind hacks, and tips, things to help you to have a happier and better life. So if you haven't subscribed, go ahead and click on the button. I've even included it in the hypnosis videos, so you can click on that to subscribe to the Rene and Ralu show. And I'm going to take Raluca's thunder because she always says that. Go to our webpage, ranieandralu.com, where you can get our free book, Wake Up and See Who You Are. And you're going to see more self-help tips in that book than you can shake a stick at.
Mhm.
More, I should say, mind hacks that can help you, help your family, your friends, your clients. So that's the link is right below for both the website and to subscribe to see more videos like this. So that's what I have to say, and I always give Ralu the last word.
I do want to add the fact that if you go to rainyandраlu.com, we also have there the links for Spotify. We have podcast. So everything that goes on YouTube is going to go in podcast, and it's free to listen to on Spotify and Apple iTunes and Google Podcast with Rainy and Ralu show. So go over there and and get the links for the podcast if you like to listen to it that way. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for being here. And we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.